Okay, let's practice. I know you guys are struggling with combining like terms, so I wanted to show you another way of solving for x when you have like terms on the same side, and maybe this will help. Now, in class, we circled the terms that were alike and simply added them. So 4 plus -1 gives us 3. We brought down what was left, and then we solved. Now, if this is still not working for you, try this. But make sure when you do this, you cross the equal sign. The only problem is you have to do it again. However, you get the same answer. See? Pause the video if you need to. Compare the differences. Now, let's change that up a bit. Okay, now I see my like terms, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say 2x minus 5x or 2x plus 5x. Remember, the negative belongs to the 3, so my 5 is positive and my 2 is positive. That just gives me 7. We cannot use what I just showed you for this example. I must always have my letters in one spot. Now, let's talk about how to solve this problem. I have variables on both sides. Now you notice how I see like terms, but instead of them being on the same side of the equal sign, meaning I just add them, positive 2, positive 5 gives me 7. Remember that negative belongs to the 3. Because they're on different sides, I have to use inverse operations. I change the sign. And when I do that, I'm taking the letter along with the number. I am not snatching that number off of the x. When you snatch the number away from x, you divide. I'm not dividing right here. I'm moving this entire term over to its like term. Don't forget the negative. Now, x is on the right side, so I cannot move -3. I must move the 7. We're really done at this point, but I know you guys love to go ahead and divide at the end. So if you just have to, I get it. But please understand, this statement is the same thing as this one. How many x's do you see right here? Excuse me, how many x's do you see right here? 1. Same statement. But if you do this, not a big deal. Just know that 1 is invisible. It's still there. We'll do one more problem. Okay. So negative 2x minus 2 equals 5x minus 20. You notice how this sign changed? Because I multiplied by negative. Negative 2 times x. Negative 2 times a positive 1 minus 2. But the sign didn't change here because I multiplied by a positive. Now we need to put our x terms on one side. I can add 2x, or I could move the 5x. So let's move the 2x first. And then in the next example, I'll do the same problem, but move the 5 so you can see that you get the same answer.